What is going on, guys? It's Rob from Heroes Avenue. In this video, we're going to be talking about the Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness early reactions because the screening was just tonight. Twitter is currently flooded with nothing but Met Gala posts and Multiverse of Madness reviews. So I'm going to go ahead and read some of these reactions because this is the movie I was incredibly excited for. The first Doctor Strange movie is definitely one of my favorite Marvel movies. Definitely underrated. Not one that's talked about a lot, but I love all the performances in there and couldn't wait to see Benedict Cumberbatch come back to reprise his role, especially after seeing Spider-Man No Way Home. So let's see. I'm going to go through this Variety article right after I read the early reactions that I saw first up on my timeline. So let's check it out. So Brandon Katz says, I didn't love Multiverse of Madness. There's interesting thematic ideas, moral superiority, isolation, but they're undone by a mad sprint from one set piece to another and muddled character arcs. Could have used a bit more actual multiverse exploration. Still, Wong is MVP. 6.5 out of 10, and 6.5 out of 10 still sounds like a movie I would probably enjoy. And from the marketing, that sounds about accurate. Definitely sounds like they're going to be jumping from, like he says, kind of one set piece to another, especially because they're going to be trying to stuff a lot of cameos in this movie. From the moment this movie was announced, all people would talk about is who's going to cameo, what version of this person are we going to see, and it kind of has the potential to leave a lot of the story on the table when that becomes the focus. Not saying it's going to be the focus, but that's what this person says. Let's go ahead. Jermaine Lucier says Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is the weirdest, grossest Marvel movie yet. It's wildly disjointed, partially on purpose, so it doesn't always work, but the horror and especially Wanda work incredibly well. Plus, wow, what huge surprises. So it does sound like we're going to get some great surprises. And if you watch the video I had prior to this video, we'll see if some of those leaks happened to come true. And yeah, at this point, I'm looking for a good story. I know we're going to get a bunch of surprises. I want to enjoy a coherent story. And we're going to be introduced to a lot in this movie. You see it in the trailers. Yeah, this person seemed to have more of a positive take on it. Weirdly disjointed and on purpose. Horror, of course, a lot of talk about Sam Raimi coming into the picture here. So, yeah, I'm sure we're going to see more about Sam Raimi as well. But Wanda, this is the first we see of Wanda, praising Wanda, someone praising Wanda. Here we go. Noah Villaverde says Multiverse of Madness is at its best when Sam Raimi gets to let his certified freak flag fly. Freak flag fly. Let's read that like 3 times out loud. It's going to be hard. Out of the MCU films, besides maybe James Gunn's Guardians flicks, this one clearly feels like it's his. Like I said, a lot of people talking about Sam Raimi and praising his work, especially leading up to this movie. And a lot of Sam Raimi appreciation is always welcome, especially on Twitter, where there's a lot of just pure negativity. But yeah, we'll see how fans react to this. Okay, it's a more positive take a little bit. Not really giving away much there in terms of how the person felt. Maybe he needs a little bit more time to stew on it. It says Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is a superb entry into the MCU canon. Although the movie has a shaky start, Raimi deftly weaves in the multiversal aspect into the story by the second act, so it gets a little slow. It's a little slow to get started, and Wanda's motivations are well realized and authentic. Rachel McAdams is a standout. I'm wondering if her motivations are only well realized if you've seen WandaVision, because I know there's going to be some people in there that maybe skipped WandaVision. I know it was enjoyable for me, but not one of my favorite MCU TV shows. But I did really enjoy how it ended and came together. Just a little slow at first. So this is AP. Cinnamon Pepsi. Okay. Eric Davis says, by far the creepiest, gnarliest, zaniest, most haunting and terrifying Marvel movie, Multiverse of Madness definitely brings the Sam Raimi horror vibes, and I loved that about it. Danny Elfman's music is perfect fit for the film's odd, mysterious tone, and Elizabeth Olsen's MVP, in my opinion. So again, there we go. Elizabeth Olsen standout performance again. Not hard to see why. She was definitely focused on the trailers, and you could tell they were going to lean on her a lot in this movie. Um, and again, more praise for Sam Raimi. This is definitely, it was, from the trailer, it's definitely a beautiful looking movie, and you could tell there was going to be a ton of horror vibes in there. Funny thing is, mention of Danny Elfman's music, last time we heard about Danny Elfman was through the Justice League movie, which I don't blame him. He was brought in to kind of compose music to storyboards, essentially. So I don't blame Danny Elfman there. The only thing that ruffled up fans was to say that there was one true Batman theme, and which was his. I don't blame him for that, though. I don't got no there. There's no love lost for Danny Elfman. Okay, that's cool. It says Austin Burke says Multiverse of Madness keeps Strange at the center of its story, but Olsen's Scarlet Witch is the heart and soul. Sam Raimi's footprint is all over this film as it exudes style from start to finish. There's a lot at play, but may not be the madness some are expecting. May not be the madness. That's not something people want to hear. Lastly, we'll go over Grace herself, of course, Grace Randolph, who I love to reference in this YouTube channel. Doctor Strange, peeps are going to be heavily divided on this one. Either, heart face, or I don't know what kind of face to describe that as, a sour face. Review tomorrow by 9. It's going to be interesting. So, I don't think she particularly loved it, but if you saw her tweets before she actually seen it, she was incredibly excited about this one. So, very interesting. Grace didn't love it, but Grace, while I love watching her videos and seeing her crazy takes, sometimes her takes are quite out there and I quite disagree with her. And just because you disagree with someone doesn't mean you have to hate them. Okay, guys? Okay, Twitter? I'm not talking to you guys specifically. Sorry, my mouse is currently the spinning wheel of death right now. Okay, we're moving again. It says, okay, we're on Variety's article. Let's see what else people had to say. Clayton Davis says, well, Marvel fans finally got their horror movie. Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness is a dark and wildly imaginative creation from twisted, brilliant mind of Sam Raimi. Dug the hell out of it. Study up on your comic book knowledge. Superhero fans will lose their faces. Yeah. Doctor Strange is filled with hugely entertaining sequences, character-driven heft, and kaleidoscopic, trippy visuals. I don't know how to say her name. I'm sorry. Miss Gomez is a scene stealer. Elizabeth Olsen owns Benedict Cumberbatch is superb, doubles as a good entry point for beginners horror. Sam Raimi signature. Okay, these are all going to be... Okay, we got Jermaine already. So I'm going to read two more. My thoughts on Doctor Strange 2 mostly involve delight at Sam Raimi's direction. That's fun and not at all an indictment of Marvel's assembly line BS, right? Yeah, maybe a little bit. Hashtag Doctor Strange is totally madcap and insane. It's 100% a Sam Raimi movie, which is very much appreciated. Easily the scariest MCU entry thus far. Go in knowing as little as possible. Your journey to the multiverse will be much more enjoyable. That's what I have been doing. I have been not trying to watch every single little detail come out about this movie, though I did read you some spoilers yesterday, so that's kind of going against what I said right now. But if you guys didn't watch it, hopefully you guys are going in. You'll probably enjoy the surprises much more. I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it anyways. But we'll see. I'm curious to know what you guys think about these early reactions. Are they as expected? To me, it sounds like actually, while most of it's positive, it is curious to see some people actually, while they're not saying it out loud, there are some takes in here that weren't gushing. I love it when all the reviews aren't insanely gushing. Then there was some actually, there was people in there actually being a little bit more critical than maybe they usually are, especially for Marvel films. You usually see people just gushing about them. So glad to see it wasn't overly gushy in this. I said that word too many times in the past minute. So let me know what you guys think about these early reactions. When are you guys seeing it? I'm seeing it on Saturday before Mother's Day. I'm doing an early Mother's Day for my girlfriend, then celebrate my mom and the mom-in-law the next day for officially Mother's Day. So curious to know, if you made it this far on this video, when are you guys going to see it? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Like the video, subscribe. Peace.